It's not where you live, it's how you live. I remember my first job. I walked every day downtown because it was accessible. And I just think that anybody can make it out if you want to, because it's just a way of life. I never knew anything when I was coming up but Beach Terrace.
Dance for the next 2 or 3 minutes.
What up, y'all? This is Twany, Behind the Life. Today, man, we going downtown Beecher Terrace just to kind of show y'all where we come from. What it was like to grow up in Beecher Terrace. As you're gonna see in this video, they are tearing down Beecher Terrace projects. And so, man, before they tear them down, man, I just wanted to get a bunch of guys together that grew up here, just to talk about what it was like, celebrate each other, to make this a memory, because, we no longer will be able to come home to a place that we once called home. But also, I want to highlight being from the projects, and also being somebody that made it out along with a lot of my friends, and just to show kids, man, and show people all around the world that it don't matter where you come from, you can be successful. Man, looking at this picture all the time on my phone, man, is something that I always think about and carry with me, man, especially when I go speak to kids in the communities or different neighborhoods or at schools. I just think about some of the friends that I grew up with that I wish were still here, that I wish that I could talk to one more time and try to help them, make it out just like I did. And as you can see, man, some of them are dead, some of them are in the penitentiary. And it's just something that goes on in every community project, around the world. And I think that we got to start, getting to our youth, man, and letting them know it's so much more than to violence, it's so much more than gang banging, it's so much more than selling drugs. Man, this is crazy. Been back here in Beecher Terrace, man, where it all started. This is crazy, man. As y'all can see, man, this is where it all started. Beecher Terrace Projects, 318. It's where we was born at. It's where it all started. As you can see, man, you go in downstairs at the front door, and you got 2 levels. It's where we came outside every single day and played. Look, man, they starting to board up where we from, man, boarding up buildings over here. And at the end of the alley, you had like little crates that we played basketball on. So this is where basketball first started for us. Beecher Terrace, man, we would go to the end of the alley. Me and my friends would come outside, we build a crate. That's where we first started dunking basketballs, right here. And like you see, man, I'm really happy to be from here, man, because I can relate to so many kids around the world, so many people that are born into poverty, that are born into a situation like this, that just don't feel like they have a way out. We wanted more for ourselves, we had a way out. But you got to want that for yourself. Sometimes when you're born from here, man, you might not think you have a way out. But you got to believe in yourself to believe that you can make it, man. And we got to change that narrative around the world. That people come from here, people come from projects all over the world that they call us animals. They think that we're supposed to kill each other. That's not true. And they think we're supposed to go to jail. That's not true.
We came a long way, man. We didn't know we were poor kids growing up in this community because everybody was poor. And, our entire neighborhood has been gentrified, or it's in the process of being gentrified, and it's really an indifferent feeling that you have when you come back down here and you look at buildings torn down, ripped apart, gutted, and anytime we need a reminder where we come from, we come down here in the neighborhood that we grew up, and we're never gonna see it the way that we saw it when we did grow up.
Growing up in the projects is, in my mind, was just growing up. You know what I mean? All of my friends were there. We had the park, we had Baxter Community Center. So back then, what I saw to be normal was my normalcy. That was just what it was to me. And I mean, it was a lot of love. I had a lot of friends. However, you know, you had your late nights, you have your gang members, you have your drugs, you have your low income, poverty. You have those things as well. But like I said, the most thing that I can remember is always having those community members, those people around you at all times that loved us. And I can remember, like I said, I had like Miss Steptoe, Will Lee, you know, I mean, I can go on and can't think of it right now, but I can remember having those people around me that always made sure that they let me know you can be and you can do whatever you want to do. Look up to those people that have been successful to know and to see that this is what I can be. I don't have to sell drugs to, you know, make hundreds of thousands of dollars or to be wealthy or to build a legacy.
I worked my ass off for them to come out to projects. I did. I wasn't stopping. I did 3 jobs at one time to make sure that I wanted my kids to have a better life than what I had. So I did what I could to get them out of here.
Well, we did it, sis.
Yeah, we did it, and we made it. That's what this song said. I would have made it without God, and I made it. They made it out of here, and they doing good. So I'm proud of all of them, all 3 of them.
You know, growing up, watching his mom struggle with him and me not being there, you know, I knew that I had a child, but I was still a child. And I didn't really have the influence on me was men being men raising kids. You know, we were just out running around having our fun.
The memories here will never go because we had some good times in the projects.
Oh,
we did.
Good
Sit out like everybody did. We lost, and plus I done lost a lot of friends that's been living up here.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them that's gone.
A lot of them.
That ain't even here no more. So you got to live life to the fullest and do the best you can with your kids and just pray to God that they make it out of the projects because everybody.
Thank God for Baxter's. Baxter's played a big part too because
and the kids
they
been
kept
in
kids,
sports and I think it's what kept man out of problems. They stayed in sports and everything I can think of getting them in because they was bad and whining and bad.
My son, you know, I did the best I could with him. The streets, more or less, got a hold of my son. Me being a single parent and just really trying to be here for him and raise him. I'm sorry. I did the best that I could with him being a single parent, but sometimes the streets have a way of getting a hold to your son, especially when you don't have that strong father figure in your life.
Right. It was more about not just football, but just life itself, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that y'all can get from here and be successful in high school and on the next level. That's what it was always about with me. It's not just about football, it's about life.
Come from places like this, you don't have to be a statistic, you know. You don't have to end up in jail, you don't have to end up dead. You can learn from a lot coming up through the projects. And they got a lot coming out here and they made it. These are successes that you see around you.
And it's just crazy when you come up here just looking around, like what we really made it out of and stuff. Like, you don't see it when you in it. But now once you out of it, you like, man, like, I really made it out of this place. And you know, it's like a crab in the bucket mentality here. Like, but we've seen so many people die, so many friends in jail, like, you just forget, like, man, what it took to get out of this place for real.
All I knew was sports or jail or dead by 25. That's all I knew. But, you know, thankful for the guidance from, you know, friends and family, I made it. And I'm proud to say I'm from Beecher Terrace. I'm proud that I'm from Beecher Terrace, 10th Street, down block by the Big Rocks.
You come outside, you heard nothing. I mean, you step away from Beecher Terrace, that's all you heard is negative stuff about Beecher Terrace. But really, Beecher Terrace is nothing but love, man. Everybody looked out for each other. Everybody showed the younger kids love. Coaches did everything when your mama couldn't do it. So it was just love growing up in Beecher Terrace to me. Without Beecher Terrace, I wouldn't have made it out.
Because I think growing up here, you sold 2 dreams. You rap, or you maybe 3 dreams. You rap, you playing football, or you going to the NBA. Outside of that, you ain't doing nothing else. Them was the only 3 options you given. Are you dead?
Because you live in the projects don't mean that you can't succeed, because you can. You know, if you choose to, you know, you can choose to be a game banger, or you can choose to be national champion, just like Twany was. And then from there, if you see the steps that Twany took as far as having a high attitude in middle school, elementary, and sometimes in high school. But he fought, and he fought his way out of the jungle. And just seeing what Twany did to me, and if any kids know Twany, I just know the situations that he come from then, and you look at where he's at now, that just shows you that any kid that come from the project could be somebody.
You got Grayson here, Ray Vaughn. Should have been in the NBA. I should have been in the NBA. Guy with 2 degrees, Dave's son. My brother's working, man. It's a special, man. It's a bunch of good people came together today, man. Kill it, kill it, kill it.
Man, listen, for all my little boys and little girls around the world, all my adults, even our older generation, our grandfathers and our grandmothers, I want you to know one thing, that if you come from a situation like I came from, you live in an impoverished community, you come from the hood, you come from a place where people don't think you can be successful, and we got one thing for those type of people. We can be successful.
But one quick basket and that cylinder can grow. Oh, what a hustle play. What a hustle play. Count it. Phil Turner and Beckham combine on an incredible maroon and white.
Beckham picks it up. Kentucky running. Pass to the Polson for the layup. Coming down the left side. Nice feed across from Beckham for the assist.
And the Kentucky coronation is complete. Champions 2012.
A 6'5" junior from Louisville, Kentucky, number 10, Twany Beckham.
We had Brian, we had Sam, we had Garrett, we had Twany. Came every day and made our team better because of how they worked.
We don't have to play in the NBA. We don't have to play in the WNBA. We can go to school. We can be doctors. We can be nurses. We can be scientists. We can be whatever we want to be, but you have to believe that. We got to change that narrative that people around the world that come from these type of communities can't be successful. I'm here to tell you, I don't play sports, and I'm doing more for my community now than I ever thought I would be doing.
We established the Twany Beckham Excellence in Student Advocacy Award.
The Twany Beckham for Excellence in Student Advocacy Award goes to Miss Janae Barneson.
I'm an author, I'm a public speaker, I'm a national champion. I'm everything that they said I wouldn't be. My friends are everything that they said we wouldn't be. And we are all enjoying our lives and we're happy to be who we are.
When you sit back and think about that, man, like the only thing you can be coming from my angle is a proud best friend, man. And, you know,
yes, sir.
We only going up from here, man. And I'm looking forward to what the next 5 years is going to bring us.
All right, videos wrapped. What's the last thing you want everybody to know?
I want everybody around the world to lean in with me, and let's change the culture.